Tyson Jost joining us here at the rink as we get set for Sabres and Jets tonight. How are things going for you personally? It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, good, really good. I've been loving my time here in Buffalo, and this team's awesome, the fans are awesome, and the city's been great, so yeah, I can't complain.
I mentioned that to Marty because I was fortunate to be tagging along during our visit right before Christmas at Roswell Park in your group, and I was just amazed at how you've blended in so quickly and just what you feel has allowed you to do that in the course of your career, but specifically here.
Yeah, I think it helps. I mean, it's such a young team, and everyone just kind of has the same mentality, I guess you can say. Everyone wants to get better, and there's just a lot of great humans in that locker room too. So it's fun coming to the rink every day, and right away I just felt like I was part of the team, and joking around with the guys and the camaraderie in the locker room and whatnot. So it was pretty easy to gel with these guys, and that's what makes hockey fun is the relationships that you build, and this is a team that. We have a lot of good buddies on this team, and it's fun coming to the rink every day, and that makes a good hockey team too, so it's pretty cool.
I used to like hanging out in the locker room, but over the years it feels like players have gone away from the locker room. There's media in there. This team likes to hang out in the locker room. Like even today, you guys stayed on the ice a lot longer than I would expect on a morning skate, and then everybody's just sitting around the locker room having a chat, media's there. Like, is that normal? Have you experienced that over the last few years in your career?
I mean, not lately, but my first couple years in Colorado, I tell the guys a lot. Like it feels a lot like that vibe that we kind of had in the Colorado locker room, and like I said it before, that's what makes good hockey teams is having that bond and that stuff that kind of goes around. But yeah, it's awesome. I mean, you see that in junior hockey where guys after they're just kind of sitting around and talking about whatever, and
it's because you're avoiding homework at that point.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's just awesome. It's just so super fun. And then even outside of the rink too, like you see a lot of times where guys kind of just go back to their houses and kind of spend time on their own. But here it's awesome. We're doing movie nights, dinners, not even just on the road, but at home. There'll be 8 guys over at one person's house, and we're just chilling on the couch. And I always say to them, I'm like, you guys don't understand how cool this really is. Like this is awesome.
Wow.
And, yeah, it's fun. So it makes it a lot of fun.
Where do you think, or who do you credit for some of the personal attributes though, like the good character traits that you have that makes you blend in seamlessly in these situations, and as importantly allows you to appreciate and recognize all these fun moments? Like some people, you just go through life, you don't stop to realize, like you just said to the guys, like this is really cool and this needs to be appreciated. So give us maybe a sense, like your mom, your sister, who I know you're really close with.
Yeah, so something that you'll find out about me pretty quick is family is just a huge part of my life. All the way from my mom to my sister to my grandparents too. So I was raised by a single mom. It was my mom, my sister, and myself, and then my grandma and grandpa came in and kind of helped out too when my mom would go to work. But I owe the absolute world to my mom, just everything she did for me and my sister, and taking me to practice, taking my sister to all her events, and she sacrificed her personal life for me and my sister, and it's pretty cool. I mean, I just look back, and you don't really realize when you're a kid the sacrifices that she was making, and I mean, whatever it was, financially, relationship, whatever it was. But now that I'm older and matured a little bit, you can really truly recognize how special it was and everything that she's done. So I get a lot of my character from her, and I mean, she works so hard, and just to put me and my sister through school, through hockey, through whatever, through life, it's tough when you're a single parent. So I think I got a lot of my work ethic and all that, and then I'm sure you guys know my grandpa Jim a little bit too. You can go search him up on YouTube. He's known as the Crying Grandpa. He was actually here when the draft is here in Buffalo when he was shedding a couple tears. And this guy's famous now. It's hilarious. I'll tell people, I'll go back home to Edmonton and St. Albert, and we'll be in the grocery store out to dinner together, and people are coming up and be like, oh my gosh, it's the Crying Grandpa. And they're like, and who are you? And I'm like, oh, like I'm the guy who's crying about, like I actually play that, like I'm the hockey player. They're like, oh, whatever, we want to talk to the grandpa. Like it's hilarious. So yeah, that's my family. We're a tight-knit group, and I owe so much to them, and especially my mom. I love her so much. So. Yeah.
What's the communication like? Do you get a text message after a game from either your mom or your Crying Grandpa, or is there a phone call, or did they let you be? Like, I remember I used to make small talk with my mom, and then after maybe a few games where things didn't go so well, I got a call from my dad, and it was more serious. But obviously, you're really tight with them. Is it more about hockey, or is it more about you personally, how you're doing?
It's both. I mean, obviously my mom makes sure on the personal side that's just life's going good and all that good stuff, just like moms do. But I actually really like talking hockey with my mom. She's very knowledgeable. I mean, she grew up around hockey with my grandpa was a coach, and he actually coached Smurf. This is a funny story. My grandpa coached Smurf back in midget hockey, so Smurf was like living with my grandpa and my mom and stuff like that. So it's a small circle, yeah. But
Holy cow.
yeah. But anyways, like I'll talk to my mom with hockey, and then it's hilarious when my grandpa calls. It's so funny. You know, he's just itching to talk about hockey, and I'll be like, "How's grandma? Like, how's life going?" Like, I'll like hit all that, and you can just tell he's just itching to start talking about hockey. He's like, all right, so what are you guys doing here, like, on that forecheck? Like, that's a new thing that I'm seeing. I'm like, grandpa, like, the game's changed a little bit. Like, it's a little bit different than 40, 50 years ago. Like, you got to understand that. But, yeah, he's awesome. He knows the game really well. But, yeah, you got to ask Smurf about that sometimes. It's pretty funny, some of the stories that he has about Grandpa Jim.
And Smurf is Sabres assistant coach Jason Christie, and that's amazing. And we always marvel at just the, how individuals and teams and storylines are woven through the course of the game. That is something really special. I'm assuming that you've enjoyed every stop on your journey, appreciating your time in Denver, appreciating it in St. Paul and here in Buffalo. What have been some of the highlights along the way? Like, because my guess is you've been able to really cherish these places for you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Denver was super, super special. Obviously, it was a little bit disappointing kind of what happened when I left and they ended up winning the cup. That's a little bit of a sour spot, but my whole 6 years there were just incredible. Just the talent that I played with, the staff from all the way up from Joe to the coaching staff and the management and whatnot. It was a great organization and great city, and the fans were just incredible, and the people there too, and even the guys in the locker room, the teammates were amazing. A lot of my best friends have come from that program, and that's why it's just so cool, because this group here in Buffalo reminds me so much of just a lot of the experiences and the relationships that I built in Colorado. There's a lot of similarities, and I mean, that's a good thing because they ended up winning the cup. So I think that just kind of shows, I guess, the track that the Sabres are on. So it's really exciting to be a part of this team. But yeah, Minnesota was great too. It's a great hockey town, and they love their hockey down there, and they love their sports. And just three pretty amazing spots, and now obviously here in Buffalo, and I'm just so happy to be a part of this group. And like I said, the future's really bright, and I'm hoping I can find a home here, and it's been awesome.
This is kind of a two-part question. Do you have any nicknames? Like, what do the boys call you in the locker room?
I'm Josty.
Josty?
Yeah, pretty simple, but Josty, so.
Okay, the reason I'm saying that, I don't know if you've watched the show Letterkenny. I don't know if you've ever seen it or you know what
I've
it is.
watched it a couple times.
Okay,
yeah.
so they do the cold opens, right? And there's like all these lines that he keeps going after.
Did they make a meme or whatever about my last name again?
Well,
they
so
did
there
that
was
to their World Juniors.
Well, there was a breakfast conversation where they bring all these hockey names into breakfast food or whatever,
dear,
and they say, well, do you want a side of Tyson Toast? And so they brought, so I'm saying maybe we should start, like, instead of Joasty, it should be Toasty. Like, that should be your new nickname.
That was something in Colorado that a lot of the fans had, was Toasty Joasty. There was a lot of signs that were Toasty Joasty, and a lot of little Jost Do It or Jost the Most, a lot of those. But Toasty Joasty was one of the popular ones, so it's funny you say that, because there's a lot of sides
That's awesome.
in Colorado with that.
Before we let you go, I noticed on Instagram you made it to Red Rocks at some point. How many times did you go to Red Rocks when you were in Colorado, and what were the best shows you saw there?
I went to quite a few concerts there, actually. Lumineers, Mountjoy.
Nice.
Couple, I think like we saw Marshmallow when we were like 18 or 19 or whatever. I don't know if that's something that I go back to. I'm a little bit older, but maybe that's JJ and Quinter's scene now. But yeah, that place is amazing. We just go there sometimes just to like hike around, and they do like yoga classes and workout classes there, and then you got some crazy people running up and down the stairs, and then there's this one guy that's always there that just motors down the stairs. You guys probably seen it on YouTube or whatever, but he just every step just ripping down the stairs. Yeah, it's pretty cool, but yeah, it's a cool spot for scenery and stuff like that.
You definitely don't want a toe pick when you're going down those stairs.
I was watching this guy just waiting every time. I'm like, I'm gonna have to call the ambulance. Like, this guy's gonna eat the boards here pretty soon, but he never did. It was pretty impressive.
It is quite a place. Thank you so much for joining us today, and good luck tonight.
Awesome, thank you, appreciate it.